There's that saying, build it and they will come. But when it comes to Karens, it's film it and they will come. They can't stand to be left out of the limelight for more than 5 minutes, itching to be the next center of attention. Well, in today's video, Karen kind get their wish, as we look at times Karens show their true colors live on TV. These two racist male Karen airheads decide they're going to harass a news reporter when she's about to go live on air. But when she tries to shoo them away, things take a turn for the worst.
I'm not on yet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're not on.
20 seconds.
Thank you.
Beautiful as hell.
Thank you.
God. But why are you over here on camera though?
Watch Spectrum News, you can find out. Go find a TV and watch Spectrum News. You can find out.
For what reason?
Watch the news and you can find out.
See, that's why I can't be left alone with a black woman. Or a mulatto. Cause I can't stand these white
We are
girls.
done here. Have a great rest of your day.
You are sexy.
At the very least, this male Karen isn't afraid to speak his mind. It's just a shame no one agrees with him or wants to hear his awful opinion.
The Michael, he seems like a cool guy. I don't know, he can't really dress, but other than that,
He didn't make an impression with me at all, like not a good or a bad. I don't even remember him.
Neutral. Okay,
Yeah.
JJ?
Michael's got a twinkle in his eye. He's a young man, and I'd have to see more, but he seemed very open.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
RJ?
like Mike. Well, okay, I'm going to say that he's looks like he's native Texas, and being from Texas, I would have to support that. But I don't like him on the fact that he's black. Absolutely not.
David?
Please.
And I knew this was going to come.
Please,
I don't like him because he's black.
Are you even serious
I
right
have a
now?
thing, you know, I'm a minority, but I got a problem. with
I was
black
gonna
people.
say,
Please.
I have
Hold on, hold
Polynesian.
on.
you're like a minority yourself.
Absolutely.
You're like,
We rode in yesterday together, so I'm to assume, based on what you just said, that you don't like me because I'm black?
I'm talking in
I
a general sense here, but the fact is,
general sense. How much
that I
more
look
general
at
than you can be?
Michael-
Then you're sitting in a car with
Look,
somebody,
wait.
you're riding in it, you said it, you opened it up.
am I?
You did that.
Okay,
Like that.
my personal beliefs and my personal experience, I don't like them.
Your personal
I never have,
beliefs are gonna set
and I
you
never
straight.
will.
What is it about black people that you don't like?
This ought to be good.
yeah, I'm strapping in for this one.
Yeah, well, strap tight.
You might want to strap me in for this one.
Well, the thing is, you know, based on the experience and the people I've worked with, where I come from, I'm sick and tired of people thinking, specifically I am mentioning black people, thinking we owe them something, that the world owes them something.
ask where you come
I'm
from?
totally opposed to affirmative action.
Where are you from?
I don't want people to give me a job just because I'm brown. I want people to know that I have the...
This news anchor has had enough of his co-anchor's voice, and after he claims he can't say a certain word because it's racist, the news anchor demands he says it. Safe to say, the co-anchor rightly chickens out.
This on the show before. You have African American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it, I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you. Say it.
All right, I think we can move on.
Why move on when you want to say it?
This next male Karen's racist rant was caught on video, and when it was made public due to a police investigation, the entire community showed support for the racially abused man, even protesting outside the racist's house.
We turn our attention now to a disgusting display that led to charges being filed against one South Jersey man and brought a community together in protest.
A large one, in fact. It all started with the video showing the 45-year-old Mount Laurel resident screaming racist slurs and threatening his neighbors on Friday. And the now viral clip, he called for people to show up at his home, and that is exactly what has happened.
Action News reporter George Solis live in that neighborhood with this developing story. George, let us know what you're learning about this.
This has been a very active scene here all morning and afternoon. Protesters have been growing by the hour. Many of them prepared to stay for the long haul. Many of them prepared with signs, many of them with chairs. Take a look behind me. You can see some of the activity here as they have staged outside of this man's home. This crowd has grown exponentially, especially as more people have watched this already viral video. Now, things have been peaceful, but there have been a few tense moments. Tensions and tempers flared Monday on Gramercy Way in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. The anger and outrage centered on this.
Back up. Keep backing up. Back up. Keep backing up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
An explosive interaction between neighbors caught on video back on July 2nd is now part of a police investigation.
Walk away. It's not Africa. Oh, this is Africa. It's not Solomon or wherever. I was born in America. Well, so you know what common ground. What's common ground? I don't give a shit about you.
According to police, the man in the video in the green shirt is 45-year-old Edward Cagney Matthews.
This over here, this over here, both have videotape of you putting your hands on me.
Matthews now faces harassment and bias intimidation charges connected to the dispute that, according to neighbors, stem from months of issues with the development's HOA board, including this racial slur written on a board member's fence and years of allegations of harassment of others. Allegations Matthew appeared to address in the video as he uses slur after racial slur.
And you want to know where I was when all this happened?
I don't care.
At work, monkey.
I don't care where you were.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police.
The tirade continued even as an officer showed up.
You know what?
Normally when you're caught doing something awful, you hold your hands up, say you're sorry, and accept your consequences. Not this Karen, who racially abuses some women and refuses to say she's sorry, and that she would say it again. And to think this was live on TV.
Between customers at the Bonefish Grill in North Hills.
This person had the audacity right here to come to our table and tell us that we are the rudest people that she has ever met. Look at her.
Then the woman, who we now know is Nancy Goodman, calls another customer the N-word.
You're too loud.
We're too loud.
In your opinion. Let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours. Right. Oh, you're so stupid.
We found Goodman at her home.
Suffer from tremendous anxiety.
She says that anxiety and the women's behavior pushed her to act as she did.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to say.
What about your use of the N-word?
I used that word because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it. I would say it again to them.
She says she would use that word again to you all.
Wow. Wow. That's sad.
Shonda Stewart is the one who took the cell phone video. Her friend, Lakeisha Shaw, is the one who was called the racial slur.
I don't care how you feel like we should have been acting. If I was standing on the table with 3 heads in a purple jumpsuit, nothing justified you to come to my table and call me a stupid.
Well, at least this Karen can apologize. She's not sorry she racially abused someone, of course, but sorry she got caught.
Unleashing a tirade of racist abuse on board a packed train in Sydney's blamed a brain snap for the rant. Children can be heard crying in the footage, which was uploaded by a passenger and posted to YouTube.
It's difficult to watch a shameful racist outburst aboard a Sydney train.
What's wrong with Hong Kong? Why did you come to this country? This is our country.
Sue Wilkins is the woman in the beige jacket, directing a tirade of abuse against other passengers, her attention focusing on an Asian woman sitting in the corner.
Oh my God, isn't this sad? He can't get a regular girl. He's got to get an Asian.
It's just like a brain snap, really. I just couldn't stop. I was just getting all this anger out at anybody that would be near me, anybody at all.
Sue wouldn't show her face again today.
Oh, I'm deeply ashamed of what I've done. It's awful. No one deserves to be spoken to like that. It's awful. It's disgusting.
Jade Ma's family were on board the carriage. They were returning home after seeing The Lion King. Her children can be heard crying in the background.
They are not to be sitting when they're adults standing. It's much. It's okay, don't worry.
She really meant what she was saying, and I think that was the really horrible part about it.
Sue says she'll be seeking counselling.
This news anchor turned Karen spits her dummy out just because other people are wearing the same colored dress as her. Talk about wanting to be the center of attention.
I need Julie to put a jacket on because we're all in white. I asked her before we came on. Julie, you need to put a jacket on.
Flat out, I haven't had time. Does someone?
Come on, I told you 2 hours ago. We know
Amber,
in chat room.
This is not. So I'm sorry, I've been flat out.
Well,
honestly.
I'll call wardrobe and we'll get something.
No,
if you give me a second, if we can ask, I'm not sure who your lineup is today, if there's just a jacket floating around out there, ask Danica.
Unless you want to run down and see if there's a jacket.
No, you're right. No, you're right, because you told me it's fine, Sandy, but there can't be 3 of us.
No.
And I made this clear 2.5 hours ago. Amber, if it's an issue, I can get on out of here. It is an issue. Go and grab a jacket. Jenny, someone able to grab me a jacket, please? If it's an issue, I wasn't saying it for no reason. The wardrobe girls would be furious downstairs. I'm wearing blue for one, Amber. I know, but it doesn't look like it. Jenny, get someone, a producer. I told her there's 2.5. If there's one hanging up outside the control room, just get it on. There's a black one hanging up. There's a black one hanging up on the back of my one. If there's an issue, I can just head on out and get back to work because as long as that mic's working for everyone.